Hello fellow chosen ones, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to cover a topic about demonic contract. These are contracts made by the demonic cult to entrap or trap. Usually comes in the form of business or some sort of monetary gains. But it's actually a big trap. The only way you can find out this is most probably you won't be able to find these things out because it looked like a normal agreement that business people get into, or normally for forming an organization charity or something like that. But the problem is that they have certain clauses that bind you to this system, demonic system. There are few ways in which you will be able to know this. Most probably these are made to entrap or trap chosen ones, but they usually get to know about this and they usually refrain from getting into this agreement or contract. There are few ways in this topic. I would like to discuss few ways that you can identify this kind of agreements and how you can stay away from it. Before that, I would like to discuss about the dangers of this contract. Usually what happens is that they give you lump sum amount of money. If you sign this agreement, you will get lump sum amount like 12 million or 20 million. It's an exaggerated amount. Maybe you might not have seen this much amount, this much money in your lifetime, or to some people it's the first time you're seeing this huge money, and it's a one time, you feel like it's a one time opportunity in life. You're making this much money and it's just the beginning, but it's always a trap. In the beginning you will get the money, but you won't be able to succeed. That's the trick. Usually people get the money, but in turn they are asked to destroy someone or some person or some group, or do some activities that hurt people. Maybe it might be a small task, and they make you feel like it's not a big deal, and people everywhere do this and people make money out of it. But as soon as you do this to this person or these individuals or this group, maybe these people maybe that person is a chosen person, chosen by God to do some works here in this world, but this contract will ask you to do certain things or hurt this person in some way, and in turn for those services you will get huge sums of money. But they maybe it won't feel like hurting them because they try to brainwash you into thinking that you are doing some business. Maybe if you are a business person, they will give you a lot of work. Like if you are a trader, they will give a lot of trading business along with this money, and they make it about your work, and they make it about your work, what your business and about your activities, and they ask you to do a small task like to hurt this person, or to find about this person, or to do something to this person. Maybe it might not look harmful to you, but this might actually destroy the other person. And normally what people do is that, what I've seen through my life is that people take this money take this opportunity and also agree to do whatever this demonic cult asks them to do. And they do it, most probably some trickery work or some cheating work, and they think that it's a small thing and the other person won't be able to notice, but it's totally wrong. Everybody knows what you will be doing to them, because God shows, if the other person is a chosen one, God shows him what you are doing to him, even though he might not react at that time, but and also he will try to help you. That's the thing about them. They don't want you to be destroyed, but they try to help you. And you thinking that you are smart will eventually lead to your downfall. These are the things I want to say to the people who think they are smart by taking this money and trying to trick other people by joining the cult. This will not end good for them. You believe me, this won't end good for them, because what I've seen through my years of experience, through my life, is that at the first the people who take this money will prosper in the beginning. They use this money to buy property, land, buildings, cars, and whatever luxury things, earthly things that they can have, and they flex this around other people. They get more business and everything through this demonic cult. And eventually what happens is, after few years or maybe within a year itself, all the money that you have accumulated start deteriorating, and all the things that you have taken or gained through this will start disappear. And far worst case scenario, your life will get destroyed. Even the things that you earned before, or your property or inheritance, will be swiped or be taken over by this demonic cult, and they dispose your property or your inheritance for making money themselves. Like, this cult use your property or inheritance, or they swap your destiny, or destiny swapping, or take your money and use it for their cult purposes, for demonic purposes. This is what happens to people who enter into this kind of demonic contracts. That's the final stage. 90% of people fall into the trap by signing into this contract. But in this video, I am going to help you how to identify this type of contract or agreement or business tactics or business agreements that they are putting in front of you. Number one is that the remuneration will be very high. If you are a service provider or you are a trader, you know what you are providing, you are giving to the consumer or customer, and you know what is your profit from that. And if this agreement puts forth an amount that is like quadruple or 20 times more than what you normally earn, or what is in the market price of your services or goods, then there is something wrong with this contract, because nobody gives you money for free. And people only try to bargain. If you know business tactic, people only try to bargain with you and reduce your costs or your fees. But when a person comes, or when a group or a company comes, or a group or entity comes and bring forth an agreement with you that involves huge sums of money, and you think this is a one-time opportunity, but it's not. You have to think again. That's the first number one way to find about this contract. Way to identify is this: they ask you to do some odd jobs by making the contract. Odd jobs means to hurt some person, or to give false information to a person, or to trick someone, or to destroy a group, or to do some spy work to. Those are generally the things, those activities that are not ethical. Ethical and unethical activities, they ask if they force you to do some unethical activities, then that's a demonic contract. Point is that if they try to pull every inheritance, or they try to lock you, or try to bring all your assets or savings into this agreement, then that's also a trap, because they will make the contract seems like it's in your favor, but actually there are certain hidden clauses that will flip everything against you, and if they want, they can flip everything and take over your possession. The point of this contract is that it won't feel like you're doing anything, or you will be the center of this contract, and you will be in charge of everything, and you will be getting lot of business, and you will be getting lot of money, and you will be getting connections, everything through this, and you will feel you'll get assets, even car, apartments, living, luxury flats, everything. They will offer anything to you, once you put your sign, and once you agree to everything, that's the end of you, because this is not an agreement or thing that is prepared by human. It's an agreement or points or clauses that are carefully inserted by a demonic entity, which are used by this demonic cult, that is used to trap you. The end thing, the end result of what they want is your soul. They want to enslave your soul, destroy you, and take you, they want to enslave you and trap you and destroy your character, or destroy you entirely. The worst case, what happens when you sign this contract or agreement and get huge money, is that you will lose your soul. You will transform into another demonic entity, because you will be automatically taken over by another entity. And I will explain some scenarios, like what happens. Maybe you get stroke, heart attack, you get diseases, you meet with a tragic accident, or you survive everything and lose every possession, and you will be tormented daily in a continuous basis. You will be brought into this demonic cult, and what happens is that you won't have any peace in your life. Everything what they ask you to do, you have to do, and they won't leave you alone, and eventually they destroy you, and after a few years you will feel your life slipping away, and you will know that this thing is destroying you bit by bit. And what is actually happening is that this demon is influencing this cult and utilizing them and use you in the same way that this entity is using this cult. So you will become a part of this cult, and you will also be demonic and demonized. It is that you do against any person is not good. If anyone asks you to destroy another person or to hurt someone, then that is generally not a good thing. You should refrain from getting into such activities, because maybe you will succeed in the beginning, and if you are against a chosen one, or if you are against a person who is chosen by God, then that's the end of your life. Like, that's the beginning of your destruction or downfall. What happens is that automatically everything starts to speed up. If your karmic event is after 10 years, it will, the clock start ticking from the next day onwards. You will get what's intended for you, not later but suddenly, quickly. I want to say to the chosen ones is that they will try to make you sign this agreement by offering you millions and millions of dollars, millions of cash, property, many earthly things, money, apartments, buildings, positions, work, easy way out life, everything they will bring in front of you just to sign. What is actually happening is that they are trying to sell you to another entity, or try to destroy you, or try to destroy the God-given purpose that you carry. So you being the chosen one, you don't fall for this trap. You try to refrain from it. That's why they find other people like people who are close to you, your friends, relatives, business partners, family members, brothers, siblings, whatnot, your wife. They try to influence them, and eventually what happens is that these people they think that it's just a normal thing, and they only value the money. 90% of them get tricked into signing this, and what happens is that they think that they can outsmart you. But if you are the chosen one, and they have gone against you to take this money and try to trap you into this demonic cult, the karmic clock starts from the next second that they agree to this. That's what's happening, and they will feel it, and they won't know what's happening and why their life is falling apart, and why they don't find peace. It automatically starts. So chosen ones, you have to stay away from these kind of things. And even if they offer you this vast amount of money, you should refrain from associating with them. You should set boundaries, and Jesus will guide you, and you have to pray for yourself by praying on the blood of Jesus. You have to take protection from Jesus, and everything will be okay. So you have to be strong. Peace out.